Queensland are coming back. Darren Smith-Malaga.
Chautauqua very late. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying.
That's not a climb, that's a miracle.
There's history. Chautauqua makes it 3 in a row. That is unbelievable.
Yes, hello and welcome to another episode of 5am Finish. I'm Dale, Jerry Maguire, joined by my good mate, Taz Miglu Barlett. Now, Taz, before you say hello, we said 2026, we are going to bring it with our guest. We are going to bring it.
I don't think we have not delivered so far this year.
No. So we've had, don't worry about Sam Newman, Kevy Walters, Chris Lynn. We have our first hard-hitting journalist on today's show. And we beat a lot
And
of
we had to
people.
go far and wide.
Well, we didn't really because
He's
we
about,
got people.
he's about the sixth choice.
No, that's a lie. That's
We
a
won't-
lie.
we won't tell him that,
That's a
but-
lie. We've had Dobbo trying to call in, trying to
Yeah.
get on. Crash Craddock tried to get on. He tried to get on, but no.
I can't have Crash.
I can't wait any longer. Let's introduce our guest today is Pete Bomber Badel.
Hello, boys. How are you? Here I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sloppy seconds.
No,
like
mate.
I'm
Don't
more
worry
than
about what
that.
Taz says.
I'm-
You were first.
No, you're on the second-hand digits. Like you're number six. But, mate,
not
thanks for
back.
joining us.
Good
but
to be you, boys. Love it. And boy, firstly, what about the beers?
Oh.
Mate, this is for Wayne Bennett. This is for Wayne Bennett. Wayne, I'm a teetotaler until now. Love you, Wayne. I'm having a drink.
And
Cheers,
just on
Pete.
that, this
He's
episode...
buying in. Pete's buying in.
Pete's buying in.
Yep.
Buying in,
Cheers,
boys. So
cheers,
thank you.
cheers,
Thank you,
cheers.
boys. They're buying in.
And just on that, the episode is brought to us by Dreamtime Resorts, our great sponsor. So, again, guys, people have been jumping on. Remember, put the code in 5am Finish. You get 15% off across 16 great resorts across Queensland. I'm booked in over Easter, Dale. What about yourself?
Easter. No. I'm waiting. I'm going up north, remember?
Oh, you're going to Palm Cove?
Yeah, I'm going to Palm Cove.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
yep.
I'm down to Reflections as part of the group, so it's good. But thanks again, Dreamtime Resorts, for putting the show on. Good out them. We can't do it.
That's
We
it,
can't
that's
do
it.
what we do.
Now, Pete, so we've got to know straight off the bat, Bomber. So where'd that nickname come from?
Well, there's a few people that try and claim it, boys, but the real story, it goes to Pete Nolan. You know Pete Nolan.
Oh,
well, the
mate,
former-
we're great enemies now, but we're friends back in the day.
it
We'll
sounds-
break bread at some stage.
Sounds like me
Yeah.
and Pete. So he was, of course, the football manager / recruitment chief at the Brisbane Broncos. So when I first moved to Brisbane from Sydney in 2007, I used to work for the Sunday Mail, and at that time I wasn't a daily journo, so my stories would only come out every Sunday in the Sunday Mail. So Pete Nolan once said to me, mate, I shit myself on a Sunday morning. I'm in a nervous sweat. I wake up and I run to the newsagent to buy the Sunday Mail to see what bombs you've dropped on the Broncos. So that's it. He goes, I'm calling you Bomber,
Bomber.
from
I
now
like
on.
it.
So
And
Pete
it's stuck.
Nolan is the reason you're called the Bomber.
Correct, that's right.
That
you go.
will
I'm the
do
Bomber.
me. Now,
Pete'll love that.
in my research part, I have heard, and with good authority, you had another nickname prior to the Bomber.
I did, Tassie. It was the Croatian sensation.
Oh, hold the phone.
The
Hold the
Croatian
phone.
sensation.
Tell me more. Tell me
this-
more.
I'm going to look right down the camera there. I don't even know what this is going to go like, but...
Hello, ladies. The Croatian sensation's in the house.
In the house. I
But
like
so,
that.
So where it comes from, so my parents are Croatian. I was born in Australia. But when I was... talk about, because we need a 5am finish story,
it.
don't
There
we?
you go.
It's tradition.
You know,
we need.
Bombers fit in
you know,
right, very well here.
He's
Very well.
watched, he's
very
watched
well.
the show. Big fan of the show. I like it.
Thank you. So it's 5am finish for him now with kids. He's got to stay up till 5am to feed the little one.
And I go to bed then,
Yeah.
when they go to sleep.
So when I was the Croatian sensation, hello ladies, when I was 21.
He says that with authority too. I like
do.
it. Like very
Like,
authority.
very boom. Like very
Boom.
aggressive about
Yeah,
it.
back when I had some hair and decent looks. So anyway, we go out for my 21st, right? My 21st birthday with the boys. There was about 20 of us. And we had a saying called the last man standing, because anytime someone got absolutely paralytic, pissed, they'd pass out, they were gone. Last man standing, they're out. So
Yep.
we got down to two blokes, me and this other guy, Steve. And so I fancied myself to win the last man standing thing, no matter how much I drink, because I was actually a bit of a lunatic in my younger days. Now I'm a teetotaler, but
I'm not sure,
for
but
today,
we'll,
for today
we'll,
I'm
we'll
not.
come back to it.
But I love my vodka and oranges and fire brigades in my
Yeah,
days.
there you go. There
And
you
even
go.
my pink
Jesus,
breezes.
Pete, you
Yeah.
were up here now.
Craddock, are you here? Can you come in, mate?
Fire brigades, pink fire brigade. That's
Yeah,
right.
so the
Gets
credibility
the job
is
done.
suffering.
Yeah.
But I love the pink breezes as well. But anyway, so we're out for my 21st, absolutely paralytic. I've had about 20 vodka and oranges. And the next thing I remember is me waking up in a jail cell
Ooh.
with my belt gone. They
Oh,
were
boy.
worried.
Oh, boy.
They were worried that I'd do something to myself. And so the only reason I woke up was because I hear my mum's booming voice in the police
Mum's
station,
bailing you
and
out.
I just shit myself. And as soon as I heard my mum's voice, I never went sober quicker in my life.
Oh.
So there you go. That's my.
I love
that's
it.
the
I love
Croatian
it. I love
Was
sensation.
she yelling out Croatian sensation? My son's in there, Croatian
Don't you know
sensation.
who he is? He's the Croatian
Let him
sensation.
out. He's been drinking pink breezes all night.
She
Oh
my
my
son.
God. He's been with Barry all night. He's been, oh, well.
And when
He went out with 20 mates.
When Pete said he was taking the belt off, I thought it was going somewhere else.
Oh, so did I. Well, he's getting some sort of spanking, but
Oh,
anyway.
she even slapped me in front of the police officer. So there you go, typical wog mum. There you go. There you go.
I love the story because we've had a few guests on here, Pete. They've come on, and it's been pretty tame, pretty PG. Like Lenny, come on, Lenny, you pick your game up. Big Pete stormed in here. That's a cracker. I love it. That is a cracker.
But I'm going to have to call him out. He's a big drinker. We'll have to put that to the test.
How long about you? I love it.
Somewhere
There
over
you
the
go, boys.
process,
Another one.
boom, get it into you.
Now, one thing, like I do my research, Pete.
Yes.
I do my research because we are hard-hitting journalists here.
Yeah, ratings through the roof.
Now, I do my research. Now, little
We
birdie
propel
told
people's
me
careers.
that pre kind of Curie Mail and Fox Sports, that you might have been a bit of a photographer slash producer slash the next Steven Spielberg. That's
Really?
what I got told.
Really?
Yeah, back early days. How you did a bit of.
How good? Your mail's not very good.
No.
Dale.
That chat TV build it.
Was it
No,
was it X-rated stuff?
It was
or what?
your mate Wayne Bennett. So no, Pete back in the day was trying to be a producer.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, stop it. Mate, the only guy that's made his career is Buzz. Buzz Rothfield, mate. Is he your mentor? Did he teach you everything you know about the journo game?
Well-
and relationships get things done?
Well, I know you're not friends with Buzz, so I've got to be careful what I say, Tassie.
No, Buzz retired now, mate. We can say whatever. He's a big fan of the show.
Yeah,
big
well-
fan.
I'm the new Buzz, apparently, according to Matt
Yeah,
Johns. He called
sure.
me the new Buzz the other day, and I nearly fell off my chair. Maybe I need to start talking like this.
You get
A
endorsed
bit-
by
a bit
Matt
slow.
Even.
And,
Well,
you
I
know.
used to watch NRL 360 when Buzz was on it, but now you've got a couple of special gigs on it. I've had to stop watching.
Stop it.
No, he's our mate, and that's why he's come on the show. So, but
It's been a quiet week for Bomber. Been a very quiet week.
well, let's address the elephant in the room. Gordon Tallis, Bomber, boom, or the Croatian sensation, we like to call him now. How did that all transpire? Like, because people talk about, it's all rehearsed, there's green rooms, you're going to say a question and so. I know for a fact that's not the case. So tell the listeners and people watching the show that what the agenda is like, because it's a bit like this, right? Very structured, said no one. It's not scripted, is it? Like, it's not about you and Gordy having a go. So take us through the whole, you fly down, you go to do the show for the thing. For our viewers that follow NRL 360, obviously I don't, take us through it. Take us through the whole 2 hours of pre-recording into the show.
No, it's a good point, Tassie. Look, the day after the chat with Gordy, or maybe we'll call it a blow-up, I don't know, but I had about 250 texts and 40 phone calls. Like, my phone's never blown up like that in my career, but a lot of people ask me, oh, look, is it made up? Is it confected? Is it manufactured? I can tell you it was genuinely authentic. So beforehand, we go into what's called the green room, and we sit down as a crew like we did before.
Yeah.
And being the professionals we are.
Yeah.
And we had a chat. We had a chat, me, Braith, Gordy, and Michael Karianis, who was the other panelist. And basically, we just have a basic structure about, okay, these are the segments, these are the topics we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But we don't drill down into what we're going to say. We just have basic skeleton. And then the thing I said to Braith and Gordy beforehand, because I'd never done TV with Braith before. So I said, Braith, don't be afraid to have a crack at me. Like, I take no offence. Go as hard as you want. I'm not going to cower in the corner.
respected that.
I won't be pissed off afterwards. Just it's television. Viewers want to see robust debate, and so I said, go as hard as you want. But then when we got on set, and actually Gordy said, Pete, you have your opinions, I'll have mine. That's all we said. There was nothing planned. Then when we got on set, I just heard Gordy reference Renault and said that he was right about his assessment of Renault. And with the information I had, I disagreed, and that's when.
You're wrong.
And that's when I said you're wrong, and it kicked off from there. But even afterwards, so once we got off set, people have said to me, "Oh, do you and Gordy hate each other?" Mate, not at all. Like, I've got a massive respect for Gordy, but he came off the chair, high-fived me, said, "Mate, that was brilliant, great debate," tapped me on the back, hugged me, and then we got the plane home. We're on the same plane home on the way back. So there you go. But I needed a security
Croatian
escort.
sensation got locked up again with Big Gordy. Oh, boy.
I needed
Oh,
a security escort out of Brisbane Airport. But anyway,
Yeah.
it was all good.
Nice. And you've had a quiet week this week. Ben Tio's obviously quit the house, so obviously being the number one journo in Queensland and covering a lot of the Broncos stuff. Is people in the Broncos for Pete or against Pete, the Bomber, Croatian sensation? How do you find your relationship with the Broncos around having to report stuff that they probably don't like to see the media or the Daily Light? Like, is it a fractured relationship sometimes and it's hard?
Yeah, it's a good question, Tassie. Look, the one thing I get so many people say to me, "Oh, mate, the Broncos must hate you," and honestly, they don't. Look, our relationship is a good professional relationship, and they understand. One thing about me as a journo, I don't bullshit people. Like, if I've got a story, I will never go behind someone's back. If I've got a yarn that I know or I think is right, I'll always check it out.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not right and you leave it be. But other times, like for example, I got the tip on Ben Teo the other night that he'd had a row with Madge and then he'd resigned. That was the mail I had. The first thing I do as a journo, straight to the club. I don't bullshit them. I don't try and throw a grenade without them knowing. I'm always upfront. I'm transparent. And I say, look, guys, this is the story. How do you want to handle it? What's your response? Sometimes they're forthcoming, sometimes they're not. But the one thing I always say as a journalist, I think the ultimate ethos is go through the front door, be transparent with what you've got, get a right of reply. And sometimes we do stories that piss people off. It's natural, Tassie. Like I've had yarns that have pissed off the Broncos, but ultimately they know that we've got a job to do and we coexist in the same ecosystem. And there'll be some butting of heads at times, but overall, if they know that you're honest, transparent, doing things ethically, then you maintain a good relationship. And I think I've been able to walk that tightrope pretty well over the last 20 years.
That's a good answer because I reckon in my profession I've been an agent for 24 years, right? And it has changed. The landscape's changed, right?
Yep.
There used to be definitely you had to get a source, verify the source before you write the story. Your editor would then say yes or no to that from a legal point of view. I find too many people now just literally throw mud. Like it's literally read a story.
Yep.
I stopped reading media now because, mate, there couldn't be any further from the truth sometimes. Like
Yep.
even this week I'm reading a story about Luke Garner going to the Perth Bears and Manly, right, that I manage.
Yeah.
He agreed with Penrith like 4-6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But the story is by Fox, right? I don't know who the author is. Just a made-up story. No one's tried to ring me or ring the club or anything. It's just, oh, here's a clickbait.
But you know the easy
How
get
do we
out
get-
for
how
a
do we get
journalist?
this
I know
done?
we've got great Pete here, but the easy get out is they said, because, they reckon that he's signing for Perth Bears, or they reckon, like, who the fuck's they?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they. But that's just
They, the
them
people.
trying to push a narrative, right? Is
Yeah,
that
and look, Taz makes a good point. There has been a real blurring of lines, especially with social media these days. Anyone can be a quasi-journalist and just tweet something and go, you know, for example, Adam Reynolds is going to retire with no verification, no substance. And so for me, I think the best journos in the game still hold on to old world values. And one thing I'll do, if I hear a tip, like for example with Ben Teo the other night, I tried to ring Ben Teo, didn't answer his phone, understandably, because he would have been in some meetings that night. I rang Malcolm Maguire, didn't answer his phone. I rang Dave Donaghy, the Broncos boss. I went through all the channels I could and then rang the media comms bloke and said, look, this is the story I've got. And he made some calls internally and came back to me. So they weren't blindsided by my story. They knew what was coming. They were across it. They had input into it. And that's why I've been able to maintain the relationships I've had. I haven't always got it right. Over 20 odd years, you don't always get it right. And you learn, hopefully you learn your lessons.
Yeah.
So I've learned some along the way. I just haven't pissed off
If-
Tassie
if-
yet, which
if
is
we're
good.
Not learning, we're not growing. Nah, he hasn't pissed me off because I don't take his calls. But like what he just said there, the coach don't take his
I
calls.
think that was a good segue though. You said we don't get on with everyone. Like, is there someone there
can't.
you don't really send Christmas cards to, or
Yeah, well, probably the
Or rephrase it. Who's your biggest feud and who's not getting a Christmas card?
biggest feud, I'd be honest, Anthony Seibold. Now, I don't personally dislike Siebes, but I'll tell you this backstory. So when he got the Broncos job, he was at South Sydney, and I broke the story that there was going to be a trading places with Wayne Bennett. I broke the yarn that Anthony Seibold would be coming to the Broncos, Wayne Bennett would be going to South Sydney, straight swap.
Yep.
Anyway, I wrote the yarn that Anthony Seibold was saying farewell at Redfern to the players. And then Wayne Bennett backflipped. As you remember, he did that press conference. He came out and said, stuff it, I'm staying here. You're not going to look after my assistants. I'm going nowhere. So it left egg on Seibold's face because he said goodbye to the boys at South Sydney, and now he's stuck at South Sydney, right, for the meantime. For
the
So I got a call
Not
from
awkward at all.
Anthony. He was absolutely apoplectic. He went berserk at me. Like, he went off at me. I couldn't even get a word in. I was trying to calm him down, and he just went berserk. He threatened to go to my boss and make a complaint. And so from day one, like we just never really meshed.
Gelled.
I mean, he
So then when you-
got to Red Hill, and he had a feeling, Tassie, that I was Wayne's man, and that was never the case. Because as I said to Anthony, I said, "Look, yes, I'm close to Wayne, but I can separate that and have that delineation, but be have a relationship with you as well as Broncos
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
But I just don't ever feel he understood how it was up there and the
Jeez,
ferocity.
every Tuesday and Thursday press conference, that would have been fucking icy back in those days. when
One
C's
team
was the
town.
Broncos.
Got to get on board, Anthony.
Yeah, so I don't
So-
think he ever quite handled the furnace of Red Hill, and I think he's since admitted that he felt there was some agendas. There was never any agendas. I just don't think he handled the pressure of the Broncos.
Mm.
Well, it is.
And look, he's now at Manly.
It
and
is.
good luck to
It's
him.
the one team town, right? Now,
Yeah.
Dolphins now take a little bit, but I still think the Dolphins still sit on page 2 within reason, right?
Yeah.
Broncos are still the big brand. And if Ben Teo, we're talking about Ben Teo's thing, if he's probably in the Sydney club, that's probably a little byline, page 3 in.
Yep.
But because it's Brisbane, one team town, mate,
yeah.
that's back page. It just is what it is, right? Brisbane Broncos have that flavour about them. And I can even talk for Selwyn Cobbo, for example, who's played at Brisbane, made his debut there, and is going to play against them on Friday night. He has a different feel playing at the Dolphins. He's still a big brand himself,
Yeah.
living in Brisbane, but he doesn't have the pressure of driving out to the Dolphins and the media pressure. And it's just a bit different. And literally, he's just across town.
Yeah.
It's a different furnace.
It is, and,
know?
and it's a good point. And Selwyn's a great example because even at the Broncos, anytime Selwyn did anything good or bad, it was amplified.
Yeah,
and I mean, he was, but it can also make superstars at the Broncos. Like sometimes a guy who might be seen as an average player,
Yeah.
he's elevated because of the reputation of the Broncos. They're a massive brand, and
Well,
with that, as
them or
Malcolm,
Collingwood. Like, I think
Yeah.
Broncos are the biggest
The
sporting
biggest,
club.
yeah, bingo.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are the biggest brand in Australia in
Yep, yep,
sport, right?
yep.
And Collingwood would be the second in terms of members and sponsorship and
Yeah.
fans and all that sort of stuff. Again,
Yeah.
one team town.
So
allows
it
you to
comes
do
with
that.
the gig, right? Doesn't matter what role.
It's a
doesn't matter-
privilege,
Yeah.
right? But you also got to have a certain personality probably to handle it. Right?
100%.
And some people don't.
And I've got to say, boys, Michael Maguire is a good example. He's handling this personally amazingly at the moment because he's seeing the roller coaster at the Broncos.
Yeah.
Like all this talk about riffs, blow ups, that
He fronts up.
He fronts up every time. And I talk to him, and his ability to compartmentalise the outside noise with what he's got to do internally is pretty impressive. For him to win a comp
Yeah.
with all the shit that flew around that club last year, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. So the players
Not many good stories
absolutely
written
love
about
him.
him, were there?
except by me. Except by me.
Mate.
So the players absolutely love Madge. Like, they absolutely love Madge. Is that? Can you say that?
Well, look, I'm not in. I'm
I don't
not
think he
there every
trains
day.
there, so I don't know.
No,
but it's
people
a-
would know. People would know.
It's a good question, Dale. Look, I wouldn't say every player at the club would love the head coach. I think that goes for any club. I mean, I don't. If you're not in the top 17, you'd have the shits. You'd be wondering why am I not playing.
But the general
But
consensus
I
is big.
don't believe there's a mutiny against Madge. I don't. I mean, Adam Reynolds is the captain. He's loyal to Madge
Yeah.
because of their time at South Sydney. Look, I haven't seen evidence of a full scale mutiny. Was Payne Haas, was that a factor in him leaving South Broncos to go to South? Potentially, but you could ask, would he have stayed at Brisbane if Wayne Bennett was the coach? Maybe he does. But I also know he's got strong Muslim ties in Sydney,
Yeah.
and he wanted to honour his faith by strengthening himself with the community down there. So there are other factors, but I don't think the players are off Madge Deluxe. No.
And I said, depends who you talk to, right? And I said, any dressing room's got different narratives happening for or against you. You know,
Yeah.
I think and that's got to do with the playing group now, right? It's so diverse.
Yeah.
So players can either like this type of training, not like this type of training, like this type of messaging, this type of communication. At the end of the day, mate, it's a result-driven business, right?
Yeah. Actually, can I
Madge
ask
won the
you
comp.
as an agent, Tassie, because you have a good landscape on this. Do you find it is hard to as a player agent to manage a player and their expectations at a club and how they fit into a group?
It's definitely changed over 24 years. It used to be a very vanilla type job. Now it's a brother, father, sister, whatever, to players and dealing with the narrative of whether you're in the 17 you just spoke about or not in the 17. And if you're a shiny toy and you're trying to get to first grade, it's hard. Like their expectations go up and down, their emotions go up and down. And I think coaches in general, right, like their job is to coach, right? And they probably haven't been given a lot of the head coaches' skills to manage people. That's not their fault, right? But players want to hear certain things that make them feel good, but sometimes they don't want to hear the bad stuff, right? So you're just dealing with so many different personality types now, right? And we now have 60+% Polynesian in our code, right?
Yep.
Maybe some more education around how to deal with those people, Indigenous people, right? There's all different ways now people need communication. And head coaches are head coaches. Like they're just trying to coach a footy team to win a game on Friday night.
Yeah.
But they're really managing 40 individuals, right? Some have got partners, some have got kids, some are dealing with this, some are dealing with that. And I think Wayne is probably the greatest example. He's the greatest man manager, right? Because he knows how to kick a bloke up the bum. He knows a bloke needs a hug. And
Yes.
he knows how people respond. right?
Correct.
He probably doesn't coach much anymore. He gets really good assistants, and he does the man managing part. Bellamy's
100%.
very, very similar, right? So I think head coaches have got a very complicated job these days, mate. Managing 40 egos in a room. And, mate, I wouldn't want to be a head coach just forever because that sounds like hard work. And as an agent, I've got to deal with it because the players ring you and they're upset about something and you're like, well, just go and talk to the head coach. Well, I don't know how to talk to the head coach. He doesn't communicate with me.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What do you want me to do? You need to pick up the phone and ring the coach. That doesn't make sense. But sometimes you got to intervene and say to the head coach, hey, buddy, little Johnny's feeling this way, maybe bring him in and give him a bum tap. Oh, right. Sorry, mate, didn't think about that. Because people get dropped. And a lot of times they don't know why they got dropped. They get a cliche, go back and work on your game.
Well, it's, it's a
Can you break
bloody
that down for me?
Yeah.
Like, can you break that down for me? Or I'm killing it. Why are you not picking me? But just keep working hard, wait for your opportunity, right? There's a lot of cliches on why you get dropped or why you're trying to come in. Like, let's be honest, it's cookie-cutted information.
That's probably Bronson,
a lot of
right?
the time.
The Bulldogs. That's pretty much how you
Go back and
highlighted
work
there.
on your game. Go back and
Jerry,
work on
like,
your game.
what's
Okay, no
what do you
problem.
have to do there?
Yeah, but boy, it's a bloody good point Taz makes, right? Because one thing I've noticed in my 30 years as a journo, it's not the X's and O's that kill coaches. It's sometimes the media, their inability to handle media. So I'd say to any rising coach, learn how to deal with the media because that is pressure testing on a different level, and also man management. Because I look at Todd Payton, right, at the Cowboys. I rate him as a coach. I think tactically he's brilliant. He's sharp. You listen to his press conferences. I think he's as impressive a coach as anyone at delivering. When I listen to his game analysis, pre and post game, I'm always impressed. I learn something. But man management could be the issue for Todd. Like maybe there's some elements in that club where he's just got to learn how to talk to a certain player with level A, level B for someone else, level C for someone else. And that's probably the challenge for Todd.
and that's
Because I
the
think he
diverse.
can coach.
Yeah, and he's obviously got there because he can coach, right?
Yep.
And you're right. It's just understanding how to talk to individual players. Like you've now got to a approach where you've got to profile them.
Yep.
That bloke needs that. This bloke needs this. This bloke responds to that. But not a general information anymore because those days are gone, right?
Yep.
Those days 20 years ago, just play tough, mate. Get out there and run it, mate. Come in here and do this. Right now, it's a really diverse game.
And maybe not putting your
so many personalities.
putting your star player on the spectrum in a press conference like he did a few years ago.
Yeah,
to
put
the
him
big
up.
J.
to
So
show.
I don't think that did any
Yeah.
favours, did it?
No,
100%.
bingo. So,
Calling him out.
mate, who's the first coach to get sacked and why?
Oh, boys. Jeez, you're throwing the curlies up now.
That's called the wrong one, mate.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Hey,
see
it
that.
happened on 360. So
You didn't
Now-
even see that spin, did you?
Now I know how it feels to be a journo on the other end. Look, I'll be honest. I think there's two. I think it'll be a struck match between Anthony Seibold and Todd Payton, unfortunately. I mean, I like Todd. He's done some great things at that club. He got him to a prelim final and another final series. But look, he's off contract. If things don't turn,
That's cool
the way
fence
that-
sitting, Pete.
No, I'm
No,
telling
he's
you.
got it,
I'm calling
he's
it.
got it, he's got it. Already
Still
said it.
get the splinters.
Get the splinters out of the arse.
Splinters, mate.
Look, if it's either Seibold or Payton, and to me, I don't think Manly can make the finals. I don't think they can win a comp. So I think Seibold will go, and I think if the Cowboys don't make the finals this year, then I think Todd will be moved on.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say that, but Todd's he's a straight shooter, and it's a results-driven business. He knows that.
100%. And as I said, it's no worse job. Like I said, it's all about results. It's a result-driven business. AFL, any sport, right? And there's not many jobs. It's like, as I said to someone the other day, I go, oh, you know, my coach said, so now you've got 17 head coaches in the NRL, right? So in 14 in Super League, right? So you got 30-plus jobs as a head coach.
Yeah.
It's not like being a plumber. Get out and go and get another job. Like, you lose that job, you're in the washing machine, right? So it's a hard gig, right?
Yeah.
And about the Bellamys and the Waynes, like they come and go, don't they? They really do come and go, head coaches. Who'd want to be one? Very,
I can
very
say this, 'cause
toxic.
I'm just sitting on the couch, right? You guys are in the game, in the industry. I know you can't say, probably Pete can't say, I'm just sitting on the couch. But you go pound for pound on team list. That Rooster side for the last 5 years are the best list on par with anyone in the game. Uncle Nick's never getting rid of Trent. I know that, right? But tell you what, it's got to be a little bit of blowtorch there because that Rooster side is a fucking gun list. And
I
have they
think
getting results
Uncle
last
Nick's
few
starting to
years?
scratch, mate.
Yep.
He's starting to scratch.
So have I hit something like I'm close there? Like I reckon there's an unbelievable
they-
list.
I'm not.
They
a
don't
fan.
like failure. They don't like failure, and they want success all the time. And Uncle Nick's very good at that. So, mate, Trent's been a very good coach and a very good ambassador for the Roosters, and they won multiple premierships. But at some stage you might need a new voice.
Yeah.
Like that. That sometimes, like, people get sick of hearing my voice. My missus is probably watching. I'm actually a fan of the show, Frankie. Won't be watching this far in.
She won't be sick of you. Never.
26 minutes, you wouldn't be watching this far in. Been together 10 years, mate. Even us, we've probably had enough. No. But you know what I mean?
My
Sometimes
missus
you need a new
lasts about
voice.
2 minutes anyway. But there.
Sometimes you just need a new voice, right? And
Yeah.
mate, Trent will reinvigorate himself if he probably goes to a new club, right? It'd be a great signing if the Roosters decided to say, well, you know what, mate, it's not you, it's the relationship. Let's part as friends, and maybe you pick a job up in 2 minutes.
That's what I mean, because I look at like the Dragons list, right, and what old mate's doing now, like probably not going too bad to be honest. Like Dragons are fringe New South Wales Cup fucking list, like but they try, they fucking try, like they tackle, they defend, so they're playing for him, right?
Well, you make a good point, Dale, about because I'm not afraid to say when you said before. I think Trent Robinson is almost ready for a change. I mean, he's been there 15 years. He's won 3 comps. He's done an amazing job. But I have felt like they've underachieved as a club for nearly half a decade now, since they won the comp in 19. I look at their list and I'm like, they haven't made a grand final. They've just been also rans in the finals. Like they've limped into the finals some years and been knocked out. So they have to win a comp in the next year or two, or I think Trent could be in the firing line.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You can rest on your laurels for a while and his success. We all know he's had great success in that, but it's been a little while now. So
Bingo. Now, before Pete runs off, we can't let him leave without a couple of simple things. And he's a marathon runner.
Yeah. So
He doesn't run.
Monaghetti, don't worry about Monaghetti.
Doesn't do any running for me.
Forrest Gump.
Very
without-
selfish, isn't he? Very selfish. Mate, we like to do sort of 60 seconds, just a couple of questions, mate. Every guest has to do.
Yes.
Mate, are you a Sunrise or Today fan?
Today. Carl Stefanovi.
There you go.
Love him.
There you go.
I think we've got
Shout out
some.
to you
I
again,
think
Carl. We've called you out every show.
we've got some Slavic blood, Carl.
Yeah.
I'm staying solid.
Croatian sensation. Look at him go. Mate, are you deleting your text or your browsing history?
My missus probably does.
She
She gets my phone. No, delete my browsing history.
Okay, right. Can't delete the text.
Can you say why? And why are you doing that?
Broncos.com.au, though. I'm there all the time.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Indian Grandpa Paul. Mate, who's the most famous person in your phone?
Anthony Albanese.
Oh, there you go.
I've
PM.
got
Hang on,
Albo's
hang on.
number. Here it is. Look, boys. I'll show
Should we
you.
get him on speed
Hang
dial?
on, hang on.
Oh,
Is he
shit.
famous? Anthony
Oh,
Albanese? I'm trying to work. Is he
That's a
famous?
good get, Pete.
Okay.
That is
There
a
it
good
is.
get.
There's his phone number.
Is he Croatian too, is he?
I hope not.
Why are you
I
calling
don't
him?
think so.
That's we're still meant to go through the questions, but what are you calling him for?
Good question. So when when P&G came into the comp and they won the license, obviously the government were putting in the $600 million. So he was happy to talk to me about P&G and why they're investing. So
Right, so
I've
when-
tried to ring him since and he's brushed me. Surprise,
right,
surprise.
We might have a little conference call after. We might get Albo on the line, a little conference call.
I'm pretty sure P&G need to take 5 a.m. finish over their tax-free dollars,
That's already happened.
and we're the official podcast of the Chiefs. Shout out to you, Shams. We'll be in touch. Mate, it's 4:30 in the morning. What's the food you're going to eat to sober up? What's your go-to?
A Big Mac meal.
Big Mac.
With ironically a water for the drink, and
Probably that time
not
of the night.
not
yeah.
a Diet Coke or a Coke. What do you work that out? And 10 nuggets with sweet and sour sauce.
Ooh, I like it. We've all been there. We've all
Love it.
been
We've
there.
all
Love it.
been there. Well, mate, it's been a pleasure having you on, mate. The Croatian sensation. I'm going to change your phone number now, Pete Bomber Badel, to the Croatian sensation, mate. Appreciate having another great
Thanks,
Queenslander on.
boys.
Yeah,
Even though
appreciate
you're
Thanks,
from down
Dale.
south.
Anytime,
Good chat,
boys.
good chat.
I love being on.
Buddy oath. Yes, welcome back to part 2 of the podcast. And have to say, big Pete Bomber Badel. What a star.
Mate, Croatian sensation, mate. I don't care.
was
It's
hilarious.
gone. Bomber, he's made now the Croatian sensation, mate. That's never going to leave. I'm going to change his phone number right
Oh,
now
yeah,
to it.
that's it.
So,
I think he's a regular. I think we get him on once every
Oh.
5 weeks.
mate, he'll be good. He'll be good for the show. And remember, we propel people's careers.
That's
so
what we do.
He was just
Where could
here.
he get to? Where do you
Well,
reckon?
he'll be the national editor by probably the next week. So, but remember, everyone. This is what they came for. As the great round said, "This is what they came for." But I've been worried.
You've been worried.
Been worried, Bar.
Whoa,
We've
whoa,
had
what's
it's never
up?
show for 2 weeks.
going on?
We're tipping the house down.
Oh,
like I mean,
unbelievable.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
We're throwing eggs in our face and
Yeah.
declaring them morals, mate. All happening. Where you been?
Where have I been? Well, we've been off the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, where you been?
Well,
Coming down from Plan 9.
There was a little
Planet
race that we won last week, the old Adelaide Cup. Remember, we said it to our fans, we said it to our viewers
said, get on,
4
gotta
weeks
trust the
ago
process, yep.
to go to your futures markets, just get on the Wolf.
Yeah.
The Wolf won.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? The Wolf won. We're going to cut. We'll cut to the last 300 metres
Right
of the
now.
Wolf, winning the LA Cup. It's a ding-dong battle. It's David and Goliath. Check this out.
After it now, American Wolf the outside. Further back was Hurry Curry. It's American Wolf now going up to join the leader, which is Highland Bling. American Wolf and Highland Bling are going to settle down to fight out the Adelaide Cup. American Wolf and Highland Bling. Highland Bling's coming back for Lockie. Highland Bling, American Wolf. What a finish! My goodness, what a finish! Terrific go. Highland Bling or American Wolf, I'm not sure.
So how good is that? That's what we do it for, right? You're a racehorse owner.
Wait, and I thought you rode the horse because like it jumped the jockey.
Oh yeah.
Were you running down the straight? Was it you? And you haven't been back since. You've pulled up sore, like fetlocks and that. What happened?
She's been a celebration. You know, obviously, when we win anything, doesn't matter if it's a little Tuesday quaddie or whatever. But when we win the Group 2 Adelaide Cup as a high cab racing, fair to say she was a bit of a shindig, and the great Chris Lynn is involved in the ownership. So I didn't go to Adelaide. Didn't go. I got a little bit too much on.
So you've been just at Redland Bay for 2 weeks.
So we went to Brecky Creek with Linny, and we celebrated at the Brecky Creek. But yeah, so maybe needed a week or two to recover.
Wow! When you can't make the podcast, mate. But the fans are a bit upset about that.
No, not from that. But tell you what, when you win, life gets a little bit busier.
Yeah, I agree, mate. You're selling horses through the roof. So, but as I said, they come here. We're tipping through the roof.
Oh.
Paywall's going to go up next week, guys. So this is the last week.
This is the last week.
Yep.
Last week.
This segment brought to you obviously by Unibet. Download the app, guys. Our tips will be in there. Remember, gamble responsibly. 1-800-585-585. Remember what you could be buying or what you could be purchasing. Right? So get after it. What do you got for us?
So just to reiterate again, this is the last week that we give the free tips. All right.
I'm still giving free tips and everyone getting rich.
Next week they're going up. So I don't know. We haven't spoken about a price yet. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's kick things off. Yeah. We'll stay local at Doomben Race 1, number 7, Sarah's Mismo. Benny Thompson on board. Now, this last start won in Sydney.
Yep.
So his last 2 starts in Sydney have been very, very good. Coming to a fairly average race. I'm trying to work out why he's paying $2.70 for. I think the punters will come into it. I won't say odds on, but I think he might start closer to even money. But take the $2.70 now on Unibet. Right now, Benny Thompson on board, mate. He could ride a broomstick at the moment. Benny T.
He's riding well. He's riding very, very well.
He's on a couple of mine this weekend. But so take that one. We need a bit of a kitty to start the day. It's a good day. You got Group 1s in Melbourne, Group 1s in Sydney. Like it's not quite super Saturday, but it's very close.
Right. So you chips in.
I'd say 75% of your bank on.
Well, so 75 units. Boom, there you go. You heard it here first. You're throwing eggs on your face again. We've been good at that last 2 in a row, but we're throwing eggs and we've delivered.
That's what we do. We declare it. Like anyone can sit on a panel and sit here and give a tip, but when you sit here and say throw an egg at me, like we declare it and they win. They win.
So you're saying this is the egg?
No.
Oh, you said 75% of your bank?
It's definitely not the egg. This one.
Okay, right.
When I bring out the egg, that means at home just get on, just ring the wife.
All right.
This is not quite the egg one.
All right.
Then we're going to Roseville Race 6 now. I hope he wins. Now, this thing we saw the New Zealand Oaks when it won by 2.5 lengths. And we all know the Oaks and the Derbies are just a blueprint of Australian racing. This thing is just absolutely low flying. You got J-Mac in the saddle as well. I have no idea why it's paying $3.24.
I do, because it's not the winner.
Okay. So it sounds like you got one there.
No, I'm not going to tip one in the race.
Well, I'll tell you why you're a little bit maybe right, because obviously it's come over for Australasian Oaks. So this is the Vinery, the Group 1 stud. So
lead up. Yep.
It's a lead up. So, but I think class goes a long way. Like, I think class goes a long way here. So,
yeah, I'm penning over, but not as they get on. I'm on penning over just at the $6 each way. Huge in the carbine at Flemington, out to 2,000. I just think it's a couple of runs this time and have just been working towards a typical Chris Waller staying filly, third up, honest thing. Yours might be the best horse.
Well, I'd probably rather go
but
maybe
it's an
go.
afterthought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've won over there. You're coming over.
I don't know if it was an afterthought.
Your grand final's the Oaks in 2 weeks' time, right? So
yeah. So it's definitely a lead-up run, but like you'd probably almost rather take it fixed odds for the Oaks now, opposed to this run.
Yes,
like it's a run.
I'm more in that camp.
It's a run, but it's hopefully class goes a long way. And the last one is Paradise Storm, Flemington Race 7. Obviously we've got the we saw what it did last start in the Auckland Cup. I think it spanked them by 6. He's rock hard fit, 2,600. at Flemington. It's just going to be strong as an ox late at $5.50. It's a very good field, right? Whiskey on the Hill. I think that's working its way up to following the 2600. Litzer is a favourite. American Wolf beat Litzer in the St. Ledger. So those form odds are reading true there with the Wolf winning the Cup. So it's a very, very good field. It's probably one you're not going to steam into, but I just think it's going to get the gun run, 3-back defence, and we normally know over 2600, only a few horses are going to get a distance.
No, like it. So, long story short, guys, little fill up there. Little fill up, I reckon. So, Brisbane Race 1. Give it again. Brisbane Race 1, what number?
The 7.
Number
7. Yep.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm a bit wide here this week. I think there's some value to be played. My best is going to be Flemington Race 9, number 4, Pisanello. Okay. First up for the Hay Stable, ex-Cummings horse. Trialling very well. I'd like a little bit of market support late on the day. It's about $7 at the moment. Just going really well in the trial. So, but $7. I'm happy to play it against the favourite Celebrity, which was again I think one in Adelaide the other day. I just think it was a weak field. I think they're the wrong price, right? So Celebrity's about $3.50. He's $7. I'd have it the reverse market at the moment. I'd have $3.50 versus $7. So happy to play him at $7 and keen. I'm very, very keen. Okay.
I like it.
Sydney Race 9, number 1. One of my old favourites. I keep tipping him, and I keep tipping him for a reason.
Pals.
Because he's a good horse. Bingo. He's got to carry 59.5 kilos. Not always easy. Not always easy. But at $4, he's just the best horse in the race. And the wet actually suits him. He's by a very good side from the UK. And his form on wet track's enormous. Second up last time in the Rupert Clark. Highly fast race. They broke the clock. Mate, he just wins for me, $4. And bet on the day, because I think he might get out. Like, if the rain comes a bit more, people will worry about the 59.5. Don't worry about
the rain's coming, Bob. The rain's coming. Tell Marge the rain's coming.
The rain's coming, Bob. Don't worry about that. Wait for the day. It'll probably start longer than $4, so get all around that. Tom Kitten. I'm a Tom Kitten fan in the Australian Cup.
Hold the phone. Birdman. Birdman's your horse.
I just think Birdman beat a very weak St George Field, or Peter Young, whatever you call it, the other day.
Well, mate, choked down. The favourite.
Yeah, Buckaroo's now gone for a spell. So I'm sort of disregarding that race. I'm going with the All-Star Mile form's a better form. He rode a speed because of the track the other day. It's not really how to ride him. Project's going to run along 2,000. I don't know if she's going as well as we all like to think 2,000. I just hope they don't give it to her. But in between that, I'm happy to play him at, $4. He was huge in the Queen Elizabeth this time last year behind 2 superstars in Sydney. So I just think he's going well. Long story short, he's going well, right? So I'm happy to play him at the odds. And my last bet, race 10, number 3. It's at Rainwick again. I've tipped her before, Miss Rubini. She was very unlucky last campaign all the way through. She got no wins. First up, $10. Happy to be on. That's how you finish your day, kids. So,
bit of value. I like it.
Bit of value around there. So the more you bet, the more you win. For Foreign Confidence Sport, please don't call me. So
take these tips, get on them today, because normally they shorten, don't they? Normally the tip shorten.
But happy to play those ones. I think Miss Rubini will shorten. I think that's way over those at $10. I think she starts about $6. So
what I will do for the viewers, I couldn't quite put the M word on the Doomben Race 1, number 7, but I can use the M word and get the egg on the face on a sports multi.
Ding, 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 ding.
Here we go. Here we go. Footy's back, baby. Footy is back.
What do you got?
Okay, so this is a absolute declaring it. You can come in the studio next week and throw the old egg on Jerry. So, we are going. So this reminds me of the Chili Challenge, because I did said there's 7 leggers and 6, 7 every fucking time. But anyway, we're going to kick things off. We're going to go to Warriors halftime, full time. Now they're on song this year, the Warriors. They are absolutely on song. What are you laughing for?
They're on song. Jerry's on song. The Warriors are on song. Oh, they're waiting for a loss. But I like it. I like the edge there. Come on, Jerry. Playing
at home. Yep. Blue lies out. They'll win by 30. But let's just play safe. Warriors halftime, full time. Now, don't just sit there and listen to me. Fucking put it in your bet slip and bet this. I'm telling you. Because no one got on the Wolf of 32-1, did they, when I said it?
Over it. Yeah,
now go Bulldogs -3.5. Now, obviously, we got the Browns out. The fullbacks out. They're playing at home. They don't lose at home. -3.5. Then we'll go to the Panthers at -3.5. Like, holy shit, they are back. They are the real deal. It's all about the systems, right? They got the best systems, best coach. Doesn't matter who's in it. They just play their game. They play their role. That's what I like. -3.5. Then we'll go Storm -4.5. Now, hello, Cowboys. I know couple of my good mates up play for the Cowboys. They got horses with me, but I can't go you guys today. You had your win last week. Storm -4.5.
You're gone.
You're gone.
And so is Toddy.
Oh, poor Toddy. But -4.5. And I'll tell you what, just those get you 4-1. Now fuel prices are up. I couldn't even get here today.
It's not like Coles where
I rode my bike today.
where the groceries are down, fuel prices are up.
Fuel prices up.
Yeah.
How'd you get here? I had to ride my bike. $3.50 for diesel.
I walked.
Fucking had to ride the bike. That'll do me.
Exercise wouldn't hurt me.
Like, you dropped me off on the way home. I'll go. But I know everyone's doing tough. Interest rates are up. Fuel prices are up. And the old diesel
Inflation's
prices
through
up.
the roof, yeah.
But 4-1.
Horse prices are up. Everything's up.
No, see, I tell you why. World War II, recession, everyone still does horse racing.
Yeah.
It's bomb-proof. COVID is a bomb-proof industry. So reach out, buy a share, let's go. But I'll tell you.
Reach out, buy a share.
Actually, we got the 5am horse.
Don't
It's
about
only two-
diesel. Don't put that towards your monthly fee.
What's prize money? Prize money's coming back.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I like it.
There's only 2 shares left for the 5am finish horse, by the way. It was a good response, but it's 2 shares left.
2 shares left. Well, come on, guys. Get involved.
2 shares.
Come hang out with us two wood ducks.
It's good. 5am finish. I'll tell you what. We said it before American Wolf won the Adelaide Cup. It fits the same profile, same pedigree.
Yeah.
Everything is American Wolf, and this guy's going to follow a similar path.
Makes sense.
And the horse that we've got, we named after your daughter, Luna Force. Back at Friday at Cranbourne, $4. Just absolutely back it. If it doesn't win that, it'll win the St. Ledger.
Very nice. Well, I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Any steak knives? Any steak knives left?
exhausted. You want more, you get more. You
Okay, I'm going to leave you with this, and then we've got to go, right?
Yeah.
I've got things to do.
I've got things to do. So
I'm going to leave you with this. Now, little mate Pete over there said, he asked you a question, and you said, I'm a brother, I'm a dad, I'm a sister to your players.
Yeah.
And one thing resonated to me when you said sister, because one night, many, many years ago, we were having a good night out, and you were floating around in a pink bikini. Like a mankini, pink mankini.
Yeah.
And when you said like you play sister, that just pictured straight away you being a sister.
I'm everyone, mate. I'm a chameleon. I just play my role. Whatever the player needs, I buy in.
That's why the best. That's why the best.
I'm the best agent in the game.
All right, that's a good episode. Big Pete Bomber Badel.
Oh, if I don't say myself, we killed it.
Killed it. Who's coming on next week? Oh, we can't give it away. Can't give it away.
Yeah,
It's
anyway.
big. It's fucking big.
Anyway, Carl, if you're watching, you got to come on soon,
Talks
mate.
are still happening. The talks are still there. Just needs a little bit of cash.
We want too much money.
Our guys come on
We
for
want too much
nothing.
money for him.
Yeah,
Like for us to go on his show, you know what I mean? So we're buying out. So
All right,
anyway,
kids.
it's enough.
Good episode. Stay safe out there, and
couple
we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Queensland are coming back. Darren Smith for Langer.
Chautauqua very late. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying.
That's not a cry, that's a miracle.
There's history. Chautauqua makes it 3 in a row. That is unbelievable.